Okay, so the first card is the key. So you're trying to look for an answer to some kind of problem that you're going through at the moment. You're relying a lot on somebody who is very close to you. So there's somebody that's a very close friend, a very loyal friend, and they are the people that you need to actually consult for answer to whatever problem you're going through. And this might be a problem that has to do with the family, some kind of problem within the family. So you're going to have to go to somebody who's very loyal, very faithful, a very close friend in order for you to get some answers or some advice on how to actually sort your family problems out. They are the people, this person that you're dealing with, this a very loyal friend will be able to give you the answers to that problem that you're facing within the family. So in the past, there was a lot of problems over there. You've got the rod here and the whip, or the broom and the whip rather, and that talks about a lot of arguments and discontent, a lot of problems within probably the family situation itself. And you've been trying to bring about reconciliation within that family situation. So there's a lot of problems, and you've been trying to bring about, get people talking or communicating with each other, but you need to actually ask for some advice from this particular friend of yours. So you are reaching some kind of crossroads within your life going into the future where you have to make a decision. And it might be about work, communication. This is the card about dealing with large groups of people, maybe over the internet, groups that you will need to communicate with. So it might be some kind of decision, a crossroads that you're reaching about how to move forward and how to improve your maybe collaboration skills, maybe your networking skills. You're going to have to, maybe that will also, because this card sits next to the key card, the crossroads, once you make a decision, you will be able to communicate or put your message out to a larger audience. You could also be attending some kind of meeting or seminar. Maybe that will also provide you with answers, because this card Park also deals with that kind of thing. So you could be going into some sort of learning seminar where you get answers to problems maybe within your business. But for the most part, it looks like you are having some sort of family problems over there. There's been a lot of problems going on, lots of arguments, and you're trying to get them to reconcile with each other. So you do need to get some advice in order for you to move on from this friend of yours. So the main energies of the cards is the Six of Swords, which shows you trying to move away from a difficult situation into something that is much more stable. It also shows this man coming back home after being involved in battle. So maybe you're trying, maybe you moved back home, move back to your parents' home where you're trying to bring about this peace. Maybe there is this kind of family dispute going on in your home, and you are now having to go in there to try and sort these problems. Maybe you've come from wherever you lived and you are now moving back into your family home in order for you to try and sort the problems that are going on. So what's happening with you? You've got the Court of Cups, which is or the Count of Cups rather, who is like the King of Cups, and you've got the Ace of Cups. So this is somebody that you're needing to consult, maybe some kind of a person who is advising, maybe it's a family doctor or some family counselor that you are needing to consult in order to sort your problems out, in order to bring about, peace within the family situation. So you're needing to seek some sort of professional advice, maybe some sort of person who is, like I said, a doctor, a professional counselor, somebody who is very caring, but not quite involved within the situation in order to bring about peace within that situation. So in the past year, you've got the Seven of Staves over here. So you have been going through very, very difficult times, and you had to struggle quite a bit to try and achieve the goals that you want. But you are now reaching a point where you are getting to the top of that particular situation. So after a lot of struggle and problems, you are now reaching a point where you are getting to a stable part of your life where you are achieving the goals that you set out for yourself. So in this past 3 months, there's been a lot of dispute and arguments going on, and this is probably within that family situation. You can see a lot of people having a lot of different opinions, and there's a lot of petty arguments going on, competition between people. So there might be some sibling rivalry going on over there. And you can see here you're trying to sort out the problems with this fortitude or strength card. You've got these two people almost battling each other. So you've got a lot of people that are really within the family trying to fight with each other, trying to bring, you're trying to bring about peace. Peace is trying to come in, but people are not standing for it, and there's like two different sides. Maybe two sides have been formed, and there's a problem between the two sides. So there's a lot of this is talking about trying to bring about peace within two fighting factions, if you like, and this has been on your mind, trying to bring about that peace within or harmony within the dispute. So you've been carrying a lot of the responsibilities. You've got this 10 of staves over here, and it's been quite a difficult situation. You're having maybe people have been like leaving you out. They might be alienating you. This card is about almost a kind of a torture situation where everybody has got all their opinions, everything that they're saying, all the burdens, all the responsibilities on your shoulders, and you're having difficulty dealing with it. So you're not coping very, very well dealing with all these responsibilities. Now this is the 10, so it's the end of that kind of cycle. This kind of responsibility or burden situation will end up coming to an end, if you like. So what's going on with you? You want, the Wheel of Fortune to come in. You want a big change to come in. As you can see, this person is very burdened with all that responsibility, and you want to be able to get back on the top. You want people to take you seriously, and you want them to start listening to whatever you've got to say. So you're bringing in the Wheel of Fortune. You want to bring in the Wheel of Fortune yourself. So you want a big change to come in, so that you're no longer the person that's at the bottom, the person that has been put down or given all these responsibilities. You want to be able to now control the situation. So you're trying to bring in the Wheel of Fortune over there for you, trying to bring a big change within your life. So what's happening around you, there will be victory over that situation. So people are, whomever you're dealing with, they are recognizing that you are doing quite a good job, that you are going to be victorious in this situation. You will overcome all the problems and obstacles that you are facing at this particular moment. So you yourself are feeling very exhausted, very tired, and almost like, this is a sense of banishment. You're trying to get your strength up. You're trying to get your thoughts together. And it's almost like you're in between fights. So this man is, if it's the 4 of Swords, it's like in between the 3 of Swords, a heartbreak card, and the 5 of Swords, which is, a lot of problems. And he, he's trying to get a bit of rest, trying to get a bit of peace, trying to get some enlightenment in the situation. And that's where you are at the moment. You are just in between battles right now, and you're trying to sort out the things in your mind, and you're trying to get some insight into what is going on. So what's going for the future? You've got the 2 of Staffs, you've got the Fool card, and you've got the 9 of Coins. So with the 2 of Staffs, definitely a decision or planning needs to go on. You have to decide what you're going to do in the situation and make plans. You've got to be very strategic in how you handle the situation. So make sure you're thinking very clearly, and you might have to pray and ask for some sort of divine guidance to get you through the situation. So you're reaching this kind of point. It is a turning point, but you've got plans in your mind. So you've got to even go through the pros and cons of the situation, decide how you're going to do it, and be very, very strategic about how you're doing it. So a new beginning coming in for you. It might be that the situation completely ends and you have to walk away from it and start something new. So maybe it is a problem that you won't be able to resolve, and you will just have to leave it behind, leave everything behind, because you can see this man is completely naked. So he's left all his belongings behind. So whatever that situation is, might well be that you're going to just have to abandon it and move forward and start something brand new. Take your leap of faith and go and do something else, something different, something that makes you happy, rather than having to deal with this kind of problem that is going on person around you. And if you do that, it looks like there is, a rewards coming for you. This is the 9 of coins. You get your independence back. So maybe you're trying to leave this family situation. It's bringing a lot of burdens on you. It's preventing you from moving forward in life. And, if you keep going on through these problems, it doesn't look like you're going to be able to solve it. The battle seems to be continuing, whatever this argument or fight is, and it doesn't seem like you're going to be able to sort it out. So you might have to just leave everything behind and move forward, and go and do your own thing in order for you to get your own independence, and in order for you to be prosperous. So that's what it seems to be. In order for you need to go for your own independence, and it would mean that you have to give the situation up completely. Whatever the problem is, you're not going to be able to solve it within this fighting, and you're going to have to, it looks like you're going to have to move on, do your own thing, and be independent. And whatever you work hard for, you will get, because this is the 9 of coins. It shows financial independence and reaping the rewards of your hard work. So if you take that leap of faith with the Fool card, and go for your own independence, it looks like you will be very successful with it. So I'm just going to draw some cards from the Animal Tarot, and let's see what they've got to say. So the first card is the 4 of Autumn, which says, be cautious about living a life of extremes or seeing things in black and white terms. Consider, for example, whether you are spending too much versus hoarding your wealth, or giving too much emotionally versus building walls that keep people out. So there's a need for you to find some sort of balance and stability within your life. And it also, with the squirrel, talking about saving for the future. So you have to consider your future first before you consider anybody else. And you've got to do things that are better for you, because if he puts nuts away for the winter, he will have his belly full for the winter. Whereas if you're going around gathering nuts for everybody else and doing things, or carrying burdens for everybody else, then if the squirrel did that, then he would not have anything for the winter, and he'd be hungry. So you've got to decide what is important for you, and your independence and looking after yourself seems to be what you should go for. So you've got the 9 of Winter here, which says your worries and fears aren't real. They are fueled by focusing on the negative, and what gives power to that which you are afraid of. Stop worrying, let go of fear, and everything will be okay. So you've got to don't be so scared to act, and don't be so scared to say what you need to say, and stand your ground. Stand up for yourself, even if it means you're standing alone. But the situation is so cloudy, it's so confused right now, but you need to stand up for yourself, stand up alone. And like I've said before, this sea lion can swim, so he can get into the water and swim. So don't be scared to jump in and do things for yourself, because you will be able to conquer it. You will be able to swim, if you like. And the last card is the Emperor card, which says structure and organization are important right now. Don't be afraid to take a leadership role, as you have much wisdom to offer. So with the Emperor card, it's talking about taking control of a situation, having the authority, laying down the law, really. So you need to actually do that and be very, very organized as far as even your resources go. Make sure you know exactly what you're doing, and don't let anybody challenge your authority. Really, you know what you're doing. Take that leadership role, and you'll be able to conquer this situation.